We have a high voltage lab at the university which is the largest in the UK in terms of general purpose testing, and it's a facility which can support academic research, but also industry often ask us, can we come and test in the lab? So the knowledge transfer fellow position was intended to support the demand that industry had for use of the facilities and to gain access to the academic knowledge that existed within the university.
I'll take it over, I'll impulse it. I work as a knowledge transfer fellow at the University of Manchester at the School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. My role is to tie in the university and the industry in trying to find problems that the industry sees by using either the lab facilities or the knowledge base that we have.
One of the projects which we've worked on has been supporting National Grid.
National Grid's always had a vested interest with Manchester University, as with other universities as well. Part of our remit now is to drive innovation.
That I did before.
I work with National Grid at the moment where we're testing some electrical equipment that's in substations. We're actually testing equipment that has been on the network for quite some time, and the utility is not sure of its lifespan anymore.
We're not just fixed to one particular project within our company. There's other innovation that we're looking at the moment. Having Vidy there, whilst we're talking over certain issues, it's what's your view on this? What's your view on that? So, just in the last 2 days, I think he's, possibly going to get another 2 R&D projects.
Work within the KT project has been focused in a number of areas. We have a lot of wind generation, new power technologies coming on stream, so the electrical networks that transfer the power are seeing more and more new technology being brought on stream. So the Knowledge Transfer Fellow has been instrumental in helping support those companies in terms of developing that new technology and making it safe to go onto the network.
The aim of the project essentially was to understand if we could put more capacity in terms of amps down the conductors. And to achieve this, what we needed to do was we needed to put some weather station monitoring devices out on our network. So the challenge was get that device, test it, see if it works, and if it doesn't work, come up with something that will work.
Within the high voltage labs, we love to do projects that range from longer term research, which might take some years, to things that might take a few months. The real benefit to the Knowledge Transfer Fellow for us is it engages us with companies and it gets us known, it gets us work that is working at the forefront of new technology, and often it opens the door to new longer term research areas as well as giving us short-term activity.
Being able to engage with Manchester University in that sense meant I could actually go to them and say, look, I've got this problem, this is where we're up to in the project, this is what we need to do, I need you to turn it around reasonably quickly, can you do it for us? And they said, yeah, we can do that, and we can come up with some information for you as well.
For us, one of the main benefits about the collaboration between the university and business is about making sure we generate impact. We take the research and the knowledge that we've generated from that research and we apply it to new processes or new technologies. We're in a really fortunate position because we have the high voltage lab and we can test equipment that is used at full scale on the actual power system and in other high voltage applications. So for us, having the ability to have the Knowledge Transfer Fellow take our research and make a difference to real solutions is extremely important.
This project is looking to monitor fault level in real time, and this is the first time a business has looked to develop this technology and trial it on the system, and as part of that we were keen to significantly de-risk the work that would eventually be done on site.
There's a really big challenge when you're integrating new pieces of equipment to be able to test the integration correctly, to check that the communications systems between the new pieces of equipment are all working correctly.
Initially we were just looking to test the resistor as part of the fault level monitor at Manchester University, but such was the success of the first element of testing, we decided to test a complete system along with the electrical and communications aspect to further de-risk the installation on site, and by doing this has allowed us to speed up the installation process that we're currently undergoing today.
The KT activity has supported us in a number of ways. We've seen companies come into the university that we've never dealt with before. So they've seen the facilities, they've seen the research expertise that we've had. We allow students to actually see new products and new ideas which are being tested and how they're tested. So from an educational point of view, it gives us a direct benefit when we work with the companies. And it allows us to take our knowledge and to push it outside to industry.
We have a great relationship with Professor Carton and also Vidi, whereby if I do have a problem or I've got a new project or something comes along, I can pick up the phone and say, have you ever heard of this? And, and that open door approach really helps. The benefits of the project, from our perspective, it's not just for the company essentially. The benefits, they really do kind of affect our customers because it affects the prices we charge and the cost of your electricity bill. And the more we can kind of reduce our costs, the more we can pass that on to our customers.
There are major benefits across a number of different stakeholders. We're connecting generation more quickly and cost effectively into Birmingham through this system. There's also benefits through Parsons Brinckerhoff collaborating actively with Western Power Distribution, and also as part of the follow-on dissemination activities, I'll be working with Vidi at the University of Manchester to disseminate a journal paper.
We need to start making sure that we do engage with the universities on a regular basis, getting the forefront of knowledge. By engaging with the universities early doors, that allows us to capture that and move forward, and we can then be innovative. We can then push our vision as a company forwards, and that's really important. And I think, if I was to recommend it, I'd certainly recommend it, as long as it doesn't take too much time away from our guys, So yeah.
Since the KT Fellow has completed his initial 2 years, which was funded by the KT Fund, he's continued to be employed by the university. We were convinced there was a business case where there was a continued demand for the testing and for the support for innovation that he delivered to the customers. And he's continued to do that since the initial funding was completed. He also, though, works on student projects, he supports teaching and other research. And the joy of that is we actually see his work with innovation coming into that teaching and that research. So he's helping us deliver examples of real projects, of real solutions, which can then be visible to our student population, which is one of our most important outputs.